for the first time with Devontae Freeman. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 4 yards the pickup, first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. So the shotgun snap to Allen. That one going to be complete to David Moore. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives them a new set of downs. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Throwing now is Allen. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
A quick hitter complete. It's James. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense. Exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
So negative yardage, a loss of 3 on 2nd down, and that leads to a tough 3rd down call. On play action, Allen. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the 1st down marker.
Then we got to give a little tip of the cap for the defense there. Zone coverage, locked it in tight, made it really difficult because they tried the crossing route against it, and it worked for a completion, but you have to know where the sticks are on 3rd down. Didn't get beyond them, no pickup.
So a change of possession here on the punt, and it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory. To the goal line. I don't think he got there. He did not get back there. It's a safety. Well, we thought these two defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here. A safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 26-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
57's the mic. Watch 57. It's our field. It's our field.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I didn't like the look of that play right from the beginning. I thought he should have seen the coverage that was there, tried to force it in. That one, he's fortunate, just fell incomplete.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And caught right side, Green. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. The Texans send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Seven yards on the return after a punt of 39. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10.
At their own 34-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And, of course, coming off the safety the last time they had the football. Never want that.
No, that's pretty unique, too, isn't it? When you give up points that way and the scoreboard, you look up and it says 2-0, it can throw you a little bit. Let's see if they can put that to the side and move forward.
1st down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
And the Seahawks 1st down.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
At the 46-yard line.
2nd and 12 after the 1st down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. And now here's a carry heading left. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long.
3rd down.
We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. Flush to his right. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11.
At the 24-yard line.
From the gun, Murray. He almost had it. The big D lineman nearly had an interception. Instead, it falls down incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Murray going to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A great effort there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. And it's now a 7-2 ball game.
Makes the score Seahawks 7, Texans 2. Matt Gay set to kick off.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. Taken in the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light throw. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like you had green on that play.
A good pickup there at 22.
35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. And this will be incomplete. physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Allen will try again on second down. He's going to look deep for more. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since.
57. Mike, 57. And here we go. Watch the pass.
Allen to throw once more. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively, or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
Pulled in at the 24. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
Their own 24-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
A gain of 2.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
A really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. Punter Sterling Hoffrichter out now on 4th down. They'll score that a 36-yard punt. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. So far, they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now, sometimes, if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top in a game, you've got to show better offense and find a way to put some points on the board.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Right there. 54, right there, 54, Mike. Get that quarterback.
Throwing again. Allen. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down.
There you go. Let's go, baby. Let's go.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half, as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And now he'll fire deep downfield for... It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Houston. Richie James, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Texans have retaken the lead.
Sanders for the extra.
And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers. That meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And a a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule.
Accelerating, and off he goes. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A big play there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Seahawks have once again taken the lead. And the lead is up to 5.
Matt Gay set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
1st and 10.
Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. To throw, it's Murray. Eluding the pressure right. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Murray over the middle here to Brown. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
And it's 3rd down.
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Now a handoff looking right. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1.
Seattle.
First down, Murray. They'll roll him out right. This is intercepted. Reuben Foster picks it. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. So after the INT, it's Allen. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
On the Seahawks 8-yard line.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. To throw, it's Allen. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Derrick Henry, his 11th touchdown on the air as his guys are able to regain the lead.
CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone.
Khalif Raymond now. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
First and 10.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Less than 30 seconds to go in the half. Pretty good starting field position, all things considered. You'd think they definitely have time to get the field goal.
He's got it at the 15. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle.
Complete to
Marquise Brown. As the first half is winding down. And the Seahawks get the quick strike touchdown. They had just given up the lead, and they get it right back.
Yeah, how about that? Answered quickly. Got right back to it. And look, long drives have their place. We know that. They can wear teams down. But when you hit them with big plays like that, that can really be a shot to them. A big-time one.
Yeah, one play, but now your defense is probably saying, man, we could have used a little more rest over here.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Marking down at the 49. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. So we've come upon halftime with the visiting Seahawks. They're out in front. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Third down.
Third and 2, and here's Murray. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up second.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Fighting through, and he's got space. And they will finally get him to the ground at the Texans' 28. A gain there of 30 big ones.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Khalif Raymond. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Texans' 24-yard line.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Now a handoff as they run left side. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A great play there. With his 3rd touchdown of the ball game, number 12 on the season. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. And his kick is right through.
Seahawks 28, Texans 16. Matt Gay set to kick off.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line. Time hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Now a play fake here on first down. And now he'll fire deep downfield for James. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. A big play there. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. After the penalty, it's Henry. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside at 2 minutes to go now in the 3rd.
At the 23-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and
2nd and 5 now. Allen. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Allen. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now, that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Now Jason Sanders for the field goal try. They'll spot it at the 30, so this is a 40-yard attempt. The kick by Sanders is good. And that lead is back down to 9 now. So no problems at all on that one. And you know, there's virtually no win. This is a kicker's dream here tonight.
It absolutely is, isn't it? So to me, with no wind, it should be a passer's dream as well, right? But in this case, the defense held out. They had to force the field goal.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior, big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. It'll be a gain of 4, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job
is simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks.
A gain of 12. First down, Seattle.
Murray now on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now in Houston, it's the Seahawks with the possession. They also have the lead here as we get set for the fourth and final quarter. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. And now here's a carry heading left. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And incomplete. They tried to drop it off, but he couldn't hold on. The Seahawks send out their punter. They'll boot it away from about his 35. Taking it about the 16. 31 yards on the punt there. And that will come the offense as they take over.
21-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up.
The tackle made at the 24-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 24, Allen. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. Well, correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Don't get nervous. Alert! 54. Mike 54. You can't block me. You can't block me.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And now he'll fire deep downfield for James. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
Intercepted.
Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot,
Number 32.
they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
From the 31, Murray. Man open left side is Brown. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down.
First down, Seahawks.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. A great effort there. 57 yards. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. Go ahead and give him the hat trick. He's been in the end zone now 3 times.
You toss your fedora first, okay? You go ahead and do that. But let's be honest about it. That third one, that's the most spectacular run he's had in the ballgame. It's almost as if he's been playing his own game of, can I top this? And each run has been more spectacular than the last.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. From the gun, Allen. Green's got it over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's James. 25 yards that time. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Allen. For even a first down and more. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Devontae Freeman with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Texans cut into that lead.
For the 2-point conversion.
They'll try and run with Freeman. And they will get back to within 1 score as he is into the end zone, and the lead's cut to 8 here in the 4th.
Texans 27.
So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out.
25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
On the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Across the 30 to the 31-yard line. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Murray to throw. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
A gain of 11.
11 yards there and a first down for Seattle. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 15, and that ought to just about put an end to this one.
First down, Seattle.
Right back to him on first down. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he's going to get it all the way down to the 10-yard line.
A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end.
Score Seahawks 35.
A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because